Alright, what's going on YouTube? Appreciate the love and support. Like, share, subscribe. Y'all already know. Summer 2018, Hard Rock Casino opens up, Ocean Casino opens up in Atlantic City as a Class 2. During that time, we were scheduled mandatory overtime for like 2 weeks straight, double shifts, standing on the corner, not doing shit, just literally just standing on a half a block, making sure no bullshit takes place because it was the image thing. You wanted to just be visible. As you can imagine, just like regular Atlantic City, you got bullshit inside of the casinos and the boardwalk, and you're gonna have shit a block away, half a block on the street. So on this night, me and my partner were driving around, and we hear over the radio. It's not dispatched to us, but we just hear the call come out about a man being robbed or a gun being flashed inside of a gas station. It was the same gas station that's right outside of Hard Rock, like it's Rocktane or whatever the fuck it's called, but apparently there was a man in there, had some words with another group of men. Dude pulled a gun out, flashed the gun, walked out, got the cops called on him. Said to you guys in another video, if you're a police officer and you hear the word fight, you hear the words gun, you hear the word I need help, you hear certain words, certain phrases, you're gonna run to that shit. Like, it doesn't matter if you're just getting off work or you're about to get off. Like, you're gonna go check that call out, you're gonna see what's going on about it. So this night it was no different. Me and my partner, we hear that shit. Now, the gas station is on what? Pacific Avenue in Virginia. That's what Hard Rock is at. Apparently a couple officers, they had the man in a foot chase. They were chasing him around, and they ended up locating him around the area of, I don't know if they caught him in front of the gas station, but at some point during the chase, he had ran behind the building where he had supposedly thrown a gun in either a bush, under a car, on top of a building or something. It was behind the CVS area. It's like one of the buildings around CVS, or because it was like an abandoned bank. I remember me and my partner, a bunch of other police officers there, were in a parking lot. It's a big open parking lot, but it was like an abandoned bank. You guys know the drive-through, like it has the shape, the roof, like that's how you know. And supposedly the man, the suspect, while he was running, he ended up tossing the gun up on top of the fucking roof of the drive-through. But there was no way for us to fucking climb up there and check it out. We didn't have ladders, don't got no helicopters, nothing like that. So we were just kind of like, just looking in that area and that. But everybody was like, no, he's definitely up there, whatever. So at some point, there was a man, a truck driver. And this shit sounds like it's a movie. The reason movie, why? That shit it's in the works. Man in a like a fucking semi-truck. Because he was at one of those, I'm pretty sure it was like Rite Aid or CVS around there. And, you know, you got the semi-trucks that they back up into the building and they deliver, they drop off the bullshit, whatever. He approaches us and he pretty much says, yo, I was in my truck. Now he speaks Spanish, no English. Like, it's very bad English, broken English. He speaks Spanish. So he's pretty much explaining and saying he was sitting in his truck and he saw a dude running through the parking lot and toss something up in that area and up in that building. So we're just kind of like that. So I'm talking to him because at the time, there were no Spanish-speaking officers that could talk to the guys. And that was another video and another thing I talked to you guys about, where if you are Spanish, if you know a separate language, not even just Spanish, if you know a second language, it's going to help you. It's going to benefit you some way, somehow in the long run. So you better get that Google translation. So I'm talking to the guy. And he's explaining that to me. He's saying, yeah, I'm in my truck, just bullshitting, waiting, whatever. I see the guy running across. I'm taking my notes. I'm giving it. I ended up one of the full-time guys. Remember, I passed him the note. I was like, here you go. I got like, dude, I made the introduction. I said, yo, this guy's saying blah, blah, blah. Do whatever you want to do with that information. I don't think that the gun was ever found. I I was trying to find a fucking report or like the article about it, see if there was an article about it, but I couldn't. But yeah, man, that was a busy summer night. Being bilingual helps. It's gonna help you in that job. And it's gonna be certain things that you may not get recognized for, or you may not get really acknowledgement for, but you're not doing it for other people like that. You're not doing it to impress people. You just gotta make sure what you're doing is what you're supposed to do. Even though I wasn't doing that shit 100%, I know. Don't get on me about. But sometimes with that job, like, you do take pride in being able to help somebody, or being able to kind of take care of a situation that maybe other officers can't. And maybe it's only because you know another language, or maybe because you know. For example, I got another story. I got a good story right here. This is something that I'm proud of with this. Like, as far as just the situation itself, and just what I feel like I was able to do in comparison to what others, just because I was able to speak Spanish. Talk to you guys about an officer involved shooting in Atlantic City. That while I was working there, I was on scene for that shit. Like, I saw the dude get taken out in the ambulance. Like, I saw everything that was taken. Go show love to that video. And so, just so you can see too how crazy and dangerous that job could get, and how fast shit changes, where it's like, you could be talking to a dude about something else, and this guy's gonna come over here try to stab you. So go show love to that video. But on that day, and this is after the suspect got shot, he got taken, tape is everywhere, all the crowd, you know, the community, people are coming trying to see what's going on. Us as Class 2s, we're pretty much just like securing the perimeter, like blocking everybody away. At some point, and one of the Class 2s, he comes up to me and he's like, "Yo, Rivera, like, I got a dude over here who speaks Spanish, like, you gotta come talk to him. He's saying he was involved with this." So I'm like, what the hell? Now, normally, sometimes I'll be working and dispatch, they would have asked for a Spanish-speaking officer, and I wouldn't call. I would just kind of just be like, whatever, like, nah, I'm not. One, because I was a Class 2, and sometimes the calls weren't even going to be near me. But sometimes I was just like, man, I don't feel like doing that shit. I just don't get it. I don't get somebody else. Get somebody else. So he calls me, he's like, "Yo, come talk to this dude." So I'm like, all right, whatever, let me just go see what's going on, because this was some crazy shit that was taking place. Like, a cop just shot this dude dead, and he's talking about, let me see what's going on. So I walk over to a man. This was the driver of the initial car accident that took place, which was the whole reason why the police were talking to that man, why the officer was in that area, all that shit. So with that story, I know you guys are gonna go back and watch it, just go, because it's the body cam footage. But I'm gonna just break it down real quick. A driver says he gets into a car accident, whatever the reason, whatever, crashes into a pole. Police show up. As police are talking to him, another man has nothing to do with anything, doesn't know the police, doesn't know the driver, doesn't know anybody, walks past a police officer. There was 2 cops on scene. He walks past one, pulls a knife out, and tries to stab the second one. Now, the second one took a step back, you know, gave him his verbal commands, whatever. He didn't say whatever, but killed him, shot him dead. And you guys know what they say. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. So while all that happened, the driver of the van just took off running. So as I'm talking to him, and I asked him, like, well, why'd you take off running? And he's like, they started shooting. He told me straight like that. Like, he's talking in Spanish. He's like, they started shooting. I was scared. And he had his little daughter with him at the time. And I was like, yeah, that's a good reason. I wouldn't stay there either. And he was kind of like, I was scared, but I didn't. He was only like 2 blocks away. I think he was like a construction worker in like the construction van. He had called his boss, and his boss, who spoke English, was there too. And he was pretty much like 2 blocks up in his boss's car, like just waiting, hiding around, just kind of see what's going on. And he was like, look, I waited, but I just was scared because I didn't know what was going on. So I'm getting all his information. I'm talking to this man. He's explaining to me just kind of like he was like, I don't know that man. I don't know nothing. Like, whatever. And I'm telling him, like, look, they're not going to give a fuck about the car accident right now. You just got, like, I swear to God, I get all that information. I find one of the homicide detectives or one of the detectives that's over there. And I tell him, I'm like, yo, this guy is saying he was in the car accident, whatever. But we end up having to transport the man back over to the public safety building. That's where, you know, they're holding, the jail is, they're holding, where the reports are taking place and everything like that. So we take him over there, me and my partner. We walk into like the back room, the back area where everybody writes their reports, where the fucking, all that bullshit's taking place. And we go into an interrogation room. Now, I don't start interrogating. It's not like, all right, you know you don't fucked up, right? You know, and it's not like that. I didn't have the light on him. I didn't have the record. It was just kind of like an empty room. Had a table, a chair. And it was like, look, you can just sit here and relax, bro. Like, if you want to tell me anything else, so I could tell them before, but just relax. You'll be fine, whatever. You're just going to be waiting because there's going to be, like, another special unit of detectives to come and talk to you and figure it, blah, this and that. But just, you know, so it wasn't an interrogation. It wasn't nothing wild like that, whatever. So me and my partner, we go back out. By sitting by the computers and waiting, one of the detectives comes in. And I tell him again, I'm like, yo, like, yeah, this guy said that he was in a car accident. This happened, and now he's here right now. And I swear to God, the detective looked at me and said, I didn't even know that. He said, I knew what was kind of happening, but as far as this guy, like, I have no idea who the fuck, like, wow, thanks. And me, it wasn't a moment where I was like, yeah, like, you know what, yeah, like, you owe me, like, I was kind of like, yeah, no problem, bro. Like, I didn't call him, but I was like, yeah, no problem. You got it. I didn't give a fuck about it because it wasn't like, I was just trying to help. I was just trying to do what I felt like I was supposed to do. And it was just fortunate for me that I could just speak Spanish and translate my way enough to kind of help. And I don't know if it did anything for the case. You know, just for me, knowing that I was able to kind of take care of that situation just off the strength that I'm bilingual and I can speak Spanish. Take it for what you want. That shit is true. All that shit is true. I'm sure that, like, I hope they got a way where you could go back and, like, I know I wrote a report for this shit. I had to write a report for this shit, but everything I say is true. Everything I say. This shit is real life, man. Shit could be a movie. Just imagine some of the stories I can't tell you guys. Say, like, look, appreciate you guys, man. We're not stopping. I'm about to get on this MLB. I got PS4, so say whatever you want. But I'm about to get on my game, man. I've been sipping a little Jack. Appreciate you guys, man. I'm catching you on the next one.